Hi, my name is Charles Molame, and today I want to talk to you about New Year resolutions, right? Every year we have our plans, our resolutions for the new year. What that basically means is that you'll be telling yourself, I want to do something differently this year than I did last year. And I found out that sometimes some people have many resolutions in the sense that they have a lot of things on their minds. Now, you cannot change so many things at a time in a particular year, right? You can just change one thing at a time. Let's say, for instance, now you were maybe overeating in the year that are ending, right? I say in the next year, some people will say, I want to stop eating much, I want to save this, I want to save that. No, most times it doesn't really work out that way. If you just have a setting goal and say, okay, this year, what I want to do and I want to achieve is that I'll eat moderately. Now, you find out that once you have achieved that already, automatically, what does that mean? You have checked your eating, you also check the amount you are spending on the food you're supposed to consume. You see, automatically, you were supposed to save, but you just pick one particular goal and you achieved it. And at the end of the day, you cut other goals. Okay, let's say, for instance, what you just say you wanted to do now. You said that you wanted to eat with moderation. What does that mean? Automatically, it checks your finances. You don't spend as much as you ought to have spent before. Why? Because you are not spending moderately, right? So sometimes people don't understand the trick about New Year resolutions is that you try as much as possible, right, to just check only one thing. Maybe you can say, okay, I don't want to be lying as much as I did this year, next year. Automatically, what you do that is this: when you have cut on that excess of lying, other areas of your life, right, get better. For instance, you could say, okay, fine, I want to dress better next year. Automatically, what does that mean? Dressing better requires finances, right? It requires you keeping fit. So what does that mean now? That means automatically is that, what that means automatically is that you cut your diet, you save the money, you dress better. What does that mean? It improves your health. You are trim, you are physically fit, right, to carry on your daily activities. So basically, what am I trying to say in essence is that if you are trying to start a new year, you want something good in your life, try as much as possible to put in the effort to make it. Like this year, my New Year resolution was to make 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, right? I kept on uploading videos every single day, every week, right? By the end of the day, I didn't achieve 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm at about maybe 800 and something subscribers, right? But I made a move. Initially, when I started this channel in 2016, I had only like 5 subscribers, but so far so good. I think I've risen up to 800 and something subscribers. So to me, it's a plus. It's not where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be, right? I have a larger scope of coverage in terms of people I reach out to now. Before, I was only reaching out to 5 persons. Now I'm reaching out to more than 5 persons, right? Like Benjamin Franklin would say, he would say, be at war with your advices, at peace with your neighbors, and let every new year find you a better man. So as we're going into this new year, right, what do we focus on? We look at, okay, like I said in the early beginning of this video, don't try and change so many things at a time. Just change little. As little as saying, okay, fine, instead of changing 3 things about myself, let me just change one. Okay, this year I want to be more prayerful than I was last year. Automatically, what does that mean? Once you're more prayerful, right, you don't insult much anymore. Your relationship with people improves, right? Your relationship to God also improves too. So you see that as much as it is trying to have so many new year resolutions, right, doesn't really solve the problem, right? So try as much as possible to make sure that as I'm going into this new year, I'm not going to try to change so many things about myself. Rather, I want to just change one thing as much or two things about yourself. Don't try to change so many things about yourself, but sometimes you get overburdened, right, by the goals you have set for yourself, and then you get tired. And what do? You let go, right? So this video I'm posting today. Today is the 18th of December 2023, right? Sometime later in the future, today will look like a long time ago, right? So I was just motivated and said, no, I must drop something here, because YouTube helps us to store memories, right? I might come back to this video in the next 5 years and be wondering what really motivated me to publish this video, right? But sometimes in life, when you are motivated to do things, you do them. Because why? Motivation is like an orange. Once you take it, right, you want more. If you don't act on it, have you not observed the most times in life when you have a particular idea you want to implement, you procrastinate? and the next 2, 3, maybe 1 hour, you find out that, or some days later, you find out that somebody acted on that the idea you had. When you procrastinate in life, right, the ideas that you have, someone else implements them. So what am I trying to say in essence is that life is about taking action, right? If you want to do something, you want to achieve something in life, take action about it. This is a new year we're about to enter, 2024, a year of productivity, a year of great exploits, right? Now it's left for you to decide by yourself that this year I want to achieve something great. If you have a set of maybe like 10 goals you want to achieve, right, and you can say, okay, fine, in the first quarter I want to achieve maybe 3 goals, the next quarter I do another 3, the next quarter I do another 3. You get? So in these 4 months intervals, you're having that you are trying to achieve your goals. You're not achieving all 10 of them in a particular quarter. So also your strategy in terms of achieving your goals also determines how successful you will be. So in starting this new year, try as much as possible not to put a lot of pressure on yourself. At the same time, try as much as possible to also be realistic about the goals you want to achieve, right? You couldn't have had maybe any amount in your purse or your bank account, and you say you want to have $1 million in the next 2 months, and you are at point zero. But if you are saying you want to have like $50,000 or maybe like $20,000, $10,000 within a 2 month interval, then it is understandable depending on what kind of business you are doing. So in this new year we are about to enter, let us look at it with optimism. Let us be as realistic as possible. Let us be as frugal as possible. Let us also be able to tell ourselves the truth. Most times in life, people don't tell themselves the truth because they are afraid of what people will say. I discovered in life that really you mustn't always agree with people. People sometimes, when they have their way through, like if they have their way through you, they're like, you don't really have value for yourself, right? But at the same time, when you are too flexible too, okay, let me put it this way, it's very dangerous to be too flexible and also dangerous to be too rigid. If you're too flexible, people have their way and it looks as if you're indecisive. But if you're too rigid, it looks as if you are too uptight, right? And people cannot persuade you. So in this new year, what I would advise, look at those things in your life you have not really been doing properly, right? Work on them and tell yourself that this is going to be my best year ever, right? As I still remain my humble self, my name is Charles Molame. I am a digital corrector. I try as much as possible to share my advices, and I hope this video meets you well. By the time you're watching this, I'm shooting this video here in Nigeria, and the weather is very cool here. So I wish you all the best, and have a blessed year. Like I always say in all my videos, if you like the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Till meet next time. Cheers.